everyone, Lisa Haven here, and have I got an important report to share with you. Just 5 days, before Donald Trump is inaugurated our president, President Obama and his administration have decided to attend a peace conference, a Middle East peace conference that's going to be taking place in France on January 15th of 2017. Why just 5 days before? Well, they plan on negotiating some type of peace deal with 70 other countries, or 69 other countries, including America, are going to convene in order to spread the peace and love between Palestine and Israel, of which Israel's Benjamin Netanyahu is furious about. All of this comes after the United Nations vote where President Obama abstained from making his voice heard, where it was passed 14-0 that the United Nations would condemn settlements in Israel. That happened just a few days ago, and now, coming January 15th, 5 days before Trump is inaugurated, they're going to convene again on a Middle East process in order to calm the waters between the two countries. This is very huge news, especially if you are a Christian, because we know that according to Bible prophecy that there will be a 7-year treaty. At least some Christians believe there's going to be a 7-year treaty, me personally as well, that's going to be brokered between the Antichrist forming some kind of deal with Israel. So keep your eyes on this in case it does end up being something 7 years. Now, I'm not sure anything will get signed that day as regards to Israel and Palestine. However, they are going to push the two-state solution, and something could very well come shortly thereafter, if not the day of, which would be a real surprise. But needless to say, here's the thing. Why 5 days before Donald Trump gets into office? Well, isn't it obvious? If something is done at this particular Middle East peace deal in France, well, then President Trump cannot undo this. This is another country and something that's going on an international scale. And it cannot be undone from Trump if something happens 5 days before he's inaugurated, because it is internationally done via the Middle East peace, via the UN and all of that. Very interesting. So we have 70 countries deciding on the fate of Middle East, and what will actually come out of it? Well, time will only tell. All I can say is I'm going to keep you updated as much as I can, but we really need to keep our eyes on this, because this is not small news. It's very huge and very monstrous. And what else is something else to think about? If all of this is happening as they're painting a new world order and pushing the new world order, and at the same time there is a huge fight against this new world order. Check out what John McCain had to say on Fox News. Here's the clip.
Could I just say, 70 years we have had a new world order, and it's been relatively peaceful. What we are allowing Vladimir Putin to do is undermine that world order.
So there you go. You heard it from the snake's mouth himself. He is a viper, in my opinion. I don't like John McCain, obviously, but he says we've had a new world order for, well, about 70 years, and that Putin is a threat to this new world order. Interesting, because see, back in 2009, I believe, it was Janet Napolitano who put out the right-wing extremist document saying, hey, if you believe in the New World Order, you're a right-wing terrorist. Wait, but we've had a New World Order for 7 years? Come on, give me a break. Give me a break. Look, there is a lot of people that are against the New World Order, not just Putin. And I don't particularly care for all the stuff he does. He's got good things and he's got bad things, just like a lot of people do. But here is the kind of rhetoric we're hearing. All the while, we're not allowed to talk about a new world order. And now we have a peace deal being broken. We have 7-year, maybe possible treaty being signed. If it's not 7 years, it's not going to be the biblical one. But nonetheless, they may or may not even sign anything then, which I doubt. It could come a few days after. But nonetheless, they're going to push the two-state solution there. And meanwhile, not only the two-state solution, but we have the rise of a new world order. And we also have a fight back against the New World Order. That tells me that we are absolutely living in the biblical times spoken of by Bible prophecy, because the Bible does talk about a New World Order. Every tribe, tongue, and nation shall serve the Antichrist. That's a New World Order. It also talks about a deal being brokered between Israel and the Antichrist. That is something that could play out and very well may play out. There's already been many deals brokered, Oslo Accords and many others. Just take it off the top of my head. And there could be something else come as a result of this 70-nation meeting just 5 days before Trump gets in. Because look, if Trump gets in, the UN knows they don't have a chance. So they are pushing it now, and they are pushing it hard while Obama is still in office. And not to mention the fact that Kissinger recently came out and painted Donald Trump as a Hitler and also a threat to the New World Order. Look, I don't want a New World Order. I never will. I don't want to be a part of a New World Order. I know that when we have New World Orders or one to rule them all, that it goes to the crapper pretty fast and we start falling downhill. It's happened historically every single time, and the Bible actually warns against it. So as a Christian, that is my stance. But things are really heating up, and we need to keep an eye on this. The Lord also told us in the latter days that Jerusalem would be a stumbling block, and it is. That's exactly what we're seeing. And we even have, the Palestinians already carved out of most maps, the two-state solution. They have given up land many times, and no peace process has been made. But I guess we'll just have to see what happens and keep our eyes open, because we are living in some pretty crazy times. Anyhow, wanted to bring you the latest on all of that. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I've got great stuff. Also, I'm going to a conference. Hold fast. Don't push the pause button. I'm going to be in Dallas, Texas on March 31st through April 2nd. There is Hear the Watchman Conference. I'd love to meet you guys. I'm going to have a link below that have tickets for sale. I'd love to meet you guys. You can go to one day, you can go to all days, but nonetheless, the conference is going to be amazing. Many people there, from L.A. Marzulli to Lynn Liaz to John B. Wells, to people from Skywatch TV are going to be there. Larry Nichols is going to be there, and many others. So love to meet you. Love to hang out there. So check out the link below to purchase tickets. Also, if you've not gotten your flashlight yet, great item. Only going to be available through the new year here. It's the tactical flashlight. This thing is amazing. I've said it before, but it can get run over. It can dropped in boiling water, cold water, and it still survived. A pretty amazing item there. Also, Protovite. This is another item that I absolutely love. I put a few of my friends on it, my father on it, and it is really a miracle for her. She has had major things happen. I had problems with my cycle, and this has literally, I'll tell you what it's done for me. It's basically fixed it in a nutshell. So this is great stuff. If you have health issues, I highly recommend that for everyone. And I will leave a link for that below as well. Anyhow, wanted to bring you the latest on all of that. And don't forget to prep yourself with food. I'll also leave a link, foodforliberty.com/haven. All my partners here helped fund what I do. Anyhow, thanks again for tuning in. This is Lisa signing out.